In the beginning of the story, we are shown a forest engulfed in fire. In the scene of this destruction, a child hides among the rocks and tries to save his life by closing his eyes in fear. And when he felt a strange shadow over him, he opened his eyes. When he opened his eyes, he could see the large red eyes of a dragon in front of him. Now this scene is cut, and we are shown a girl who is fighting a fake dragon. Her dream was to become a dragon hunter, but maybe her uncle, who is the king of a world flying in strange clouds, would not have allowed her to do this. It is known that a dragon had attacked her world many years ago, in which to a large extent her world was also destroyed. There was also a war here to save her world from this dragon. But in this war, no soldier of this world survived. Even the king himself became blind and sick. He tells his minister that I hope one of our soldiers will return from the war today. He also tells on the dining table that the dragon that had wreaked havoc, if someone goes into the world of that dragon and kills him, then this king can be absolutely fine. During these talks, there are sounds of horses running, on which a soldier had really returned. But here he has become ashes before saying anything because he was burned by the fire of the dragon. After seeing all this, the same fake girl decides that now she will have to do something herself. And she runs away from here and goes to her room, but she has managed to escape from this palace through the window of her room. The scene is cut, and now we are shown two professional dragon hunters, in which our main hero is Lian Chu. Lian Chu is now the same boy we saw as a child at the beginning of the story. Now we know that Lian Chu is a very good person, but his companion is very greedy. These two are childhood friends. In the last war, their house was also destroyed, and now it is their dream to build a new house, for which they have to save money and they only know how to hunt dragons. Now when these two are trying to kill a dragon in their world of flying in the clouds, then a lot of people were standing here and watching the drama of Lian Chu's fight with the dragon. This strange dragon teaches Lian Chu a good lesson because of his sticky tongue. And all the people standing here keep laughing, and in the end, he kills the dragon with the tongue of the same dragon. This scene was not scary at all. The people standing here were not scared to see the scene, but they laughed a lot, and thus they do not get any money to kill this dragon. When these people are sad, they hear the scream of a girl. At the same time, a lot of dragons were attacking this girl with their lightning. Lian Chu hears his voice and immediately comes there to help the girl. And with his strange needle, he soon faces all the dragons and saves the girl. We know that this is the same girl who has come from the palace. Lian Chu's greedy friend asks this girl for money to save his life. So this girl says, yes, you will definitely get money. If you are a real dragon hunter, then you will have to come with me. My palace, my uncle has a lot of money. He is the king here. He will give you a lot of money. These people also come after him for money. They come to the palace and are introduced to the king. The girl says that these are dragon hunters and they can solve our problem. On this point, the king looks at them, and then the king tells Lian Chu that there's a very big, strange-looking skeleton dragon, which comes to our world every 20 years and destroys it. No one has ever been able to defeat it. All our soldiers were killed. Even I want to fight him. My life was saved, but that dragon blinded my eyes. Now I can't see. Because of that dragon, I am very sick today. But if someone goes into the world of that dragon and kills that dragon, then all my illness will end and our world will also get out of the danger of that dragon. The king tells Lian Chu that if you kill that dragon, then I will give you a lot of money in return. Not only this, the king had also given a lot of gold coins to Lian Chu in advance. Seeing this, Lian Chu's greedy companion becomes very happy. They now listen to the king and come out of the palace. When they come out, we know from their talks that Lian Chu is a little scared, but he wants to do everything according to the king's orders. But his greedy friend wants to deceive the king. Because the king has given him in advance, he wants Lian Chu and him to make their own house with this money and go to the world of the dragon to kill the dragon. Now they are talking that the same girl comes here, who is the princess or who lives in the palace. She comes here and tells them that I will also go with you to the dragon world to compete with the dragons, because I am also a dragon hunter. Hearing all this, the greedy man saw the whole plan sinking. If this princess had stayed with him, how could he deceive the king? During these talks, suddenly a lot of red-colored lizards came here. Seeing this, all the lizards together take the form of a dragon, and that dragon starts spreading fire on their world. Now Lian Chu, who himself was a dragon hunter, should have killed this dragon, but he is a fool. Instead of killing this dragon, he is afraid and hides himself. Before more destruction happens, fate supports them and the land on which the dragon stands. The land breaks from there and the dragon falls down. As soon as it fell, the dragon turned back into birds. That is, for now. The danger of this dragon was over with them, but now these people themselves have to go into danger. That is, they have to go into the world of dragons. Lian Chu's friend, that greedy man, does not want to go into the world of dragons, so he makes a plan that tonight they will all stay in a jungle and then waits for the princess to sleep. As soon as the princess sleeps, he wanted to deceive her and leave, but here Lian Chu also starts pretending to sleep because he did not want to disappoint her by not listening to his friend, but he did not even have the right to deceive the king and the princess. In this way, the whole plan of this greedy man fails, and in the next scene, we are shown that these people have finally left for the world of dragons. On the way, they meet the king's old soldier who is now crazy and trying to fight the dragon. Anyway, with the help of this soldier, they find out about the way to go to the other world. According to him, they have faced a lot of difficulties on the way. As they were walking from here, they were also bombarded with thorns, but as soon as these people save their lives and leave this place, they reach the last edge of their world, where on the other side there are ghosts. And after coming to this place, a lot of lizards come to him again, and the same lizard turns him into a dragon. That is, the same dragon has come here from which he has faced before. This time Lian Chu does not fear him, but he punches him once and drives him away. Then the princess comes to him and tells him that your friend had left me alone to die near these lizards. He already knew that his friend was greedy, but now he is very angry with his friend's selfishness, and he is also very angry with him. This boy also did not like that Lian Chu was angry with him. He tries a lot to convince him. He says, "Let's make our own house," which is our childhood dream, but now Lian Chu does not listen to him. And he tells him that now we will do something after killing 2 dragons. As soon as he hears this, the other boy gets scared and tells Lian Chu that now we will all die. No one was able to escape from that dragon. You had not heard the king's words. Now we will also die. He says all this and runs away from here. Lian Chu felt very bad about his friend going back. He was a childhood friend. Lian Chu could not be upset with him for so long. That's why he decides to go back to his friend and sees that he was going to be in trouble. He was about to fall from here, but suddenly Lian Chu arrives and saves his friend's life. And in the next scene, we are shown that suddenly a lot of small fire-breathing monsters have come there. They are spreading more and more fire from their mouths and destroying this place. Lian Chu tries a lot to face these dragons, but he had failed. All these people had now fallen from this world. This world was the world of dragons. Here she pretends to be a princess and takes a promise from both of them that whatever you do, just kill that skeleton dragon. As soon as they agree, this girl also stands up. And finally, now these people are on their mission. That is, these people are now looking for a skeleton dragon in this world to kill. And in a while, they face that terrifying skeleton dragon whose eyes were red. Lian Chu attacks the dragon's teeth, but none of this was going to affect him. As soon as the dragon opens his mouth, all the things here were going inside the dragon. In fact, all these people were going to go inside the dragon's mouth. So these people grabbed the dragon's teeth and saved themselves. At this time, Lian Chu was not understanding what to do, how to save all of them. And then he remembers those 2 needles which he had kept with him since childhood. Thinking that when the dragon comes in front of him, he will kill the dragon with these needles. He quickly moves towards the dragon to kill him. And the dragon also opens its mouth and attacks it with its fire, which saves Lian Chu and moves towards him again. This time, the dragon started taking Lian Chu inside him. But Lian Chu, saving himself with all his strength, somehow climbed on the dragon's face. Finally, he puts those needles in the dragon's eyes. And like this, the dragon is now finished. As soon as this dragon's monster was finished, all the evil was over. Greenery spread all over the world. Seeing this beautiful world, these people again planned to build a house here. But before that, they had to go to the king to get their reward. Let's go to the king and see that now the king's palace is also shining. In fact, all the diseases of the king have also been cured. The king can also see. When they go and tell the king that they have killed the dragon, the king does not listen to them. The king did not even think that these three could kill the dragon. And that's why he refuses to give them money and tells them to leave. So the king was kind of cheating them. What could these people do now? Sad, when these people are going back, then she does not stop the princess and comes to them. She had stolen a lot of gold coins for them, because she knew that Lian Chu had killed that dragon with so much effort. This girl also knew that there is no special place for her in this king's palace. So now she also decides to live with these dragon hunters, because she herself wants to become a dragon hunter. And by living with them, she can fulfill her dream. These people now decide to build a new house with this money, in which these people will live together. This story ends here.